What's up, y'all? We're back out here at the garage again. As you can see, to start this one off, I've got yet another new truck unboxing to do here. This time it's something I think is going to be really cool. As you can see, we've got the new Traxxas BIGFOOT 4x4. Now, this is the newest version of their 1/10 scale licensed Bigfoot RC. This is basically made around the Stampede, the 4x4 Stampede chassis. I'll show you a look at the box here. It is 4x4, obviously, and it's got all the newest upgrades as far as the heavy duty suspension. And then of course, one of the obvious huge differences here is the body style. You've got that clipless Bigfoot 8 style body. So Bigfoot 8, I believe this was the one that came out in the late 80s, maybe 89, right at the end of the 80s. Had a bunch of controversy surrounding it. It was the first one that was like a tube chassis, big suspension advantage over all the other ones. They actually banned Bigfoot 8, as far as I remember, for just a very short time because they claimed it had such a big advantage. So very cool to see this body style, and I think it's going to look really sharp once we get it out of the box. This one's just about at my max size for unboxing on this bench top right here. I've really got to get my stuff rearranged. I've got a big surface behind me that'll come in handy for stuff like this. Oh, I can see that nice shiny blue already. Check that thing out, y'all. So as far as the extra stuff you get, same standard affair. You get the instruction manual, a little 4-way there, couple of hex wrenches, some shock parts like your preload spacers and pistons, and then you get a battery spacer foam block there. Transmitter with this one is just the basic TQ, so nothing fancy at all right there. And then let's get this bag off the star of the show here. Wow, very shiny blue body right there. I mean, that metallic blue is super nice, y'all. I don't know how well it's gonna come through in the camera, but that body looks so good. Very nice shiny metallic blue with that bright red and yellow striping. That's a super cool body. And they've got that really cool plastic filler piece there that gives you the illusion of the big monster truck chassis. The wheels and tires have that really cool Bigfoot 8 look with that military hub there, the white steel wheels, so very cool there. And nice foams in them. You got to love that they actually put foams in stuff. You've also got nice molded plastic chrome bumpers on the front and the rear there with the Bigfoot license plate, so very cool body on this thing. And as far as the clipless system, it's just like that Mini Max. It's got the two sockets, kind of one on each side on the front, if you will, and it's got the tabs in the front, and in the back, same deal on the back. I don't know how well you can see it, but one on each side. So very simple. You just grab up underneath, kind of squeeze them out, loosen up the back, loosen up the front, or vice versa, whichever one you want to do it, and pulls right off. Quick look up under the body, really nice looking reinforcement here, a full plastic cage basically, even on the cab, really nice plastic cage reinforcing there. And these side pieces that make the illusion of the chassis are actually separate. They're screwed on, so if those happen to break, you can replace those. And then as far as the chassis itself, it's largely based again off the Stampede from what I gather. Now, I don't know that the chassis is exactly the same. I've heard other people mention the way this looks under here. I don't know if that means it's different than the standard chassis. I'm assuming these may be different with these protectors, and these actually screw to the chassis. So I maybe would assume that this chassis is a little bit different than the Stampede, and just like mainly your bulkhead stuff are probably the same as the Stampede. But those of y'all who actually have a 4x4 Stampede, let me know down in the comments. Like, we're looking at it kind of close up, even on your bulkhead or your shock towers with the mounts and all. Does that basically look like your Stampede? If you've got one of these, let me know in the comments, because again, I don't have a Stampede, so I can't tell you for sure. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning, of course, you've got the BL2S brushless system, your motor ESC there, your waterproof electronics box in the front, and then the high torque servo, they call it. I don't think this is the metal geared one though, just their standard digital high torque servo. Really cool clear center drive shaft protector cover there, so I guess you could see if any kind of debris gets caught in there. That's pretty slick. You've got the same clip style battery hold down that the new little Mini Max had. I'm assuming a lot of the other Traxxas stuff has that also. I do have one of these charging a 5800 2S LiPo for it. And then, like I mentioned also, this already has all of what they call the extreme heavy duty parts on it, as far as your suspension, your arms, your hubs and carriers and everything, the big beefy drive shaft there, shock towers, your drive line itself. You got all all metal gear, sealed oil-filled diffs front and rear, and you've got a nice heavy-duty slipper clutch already on this too. Now obviously you can upgrade this and put the 3S stuff in it. It'll be much faster. A lot of people probably will do that. From what I gathered, this thing is going to be somewhere around 20 miles an hour. I'd like to have it a little bit faster. I think this has got a 10-tooth pinion. If I'm correct, I actually grabbed an 11-tooth pinion, so I'll see if that bumps it up. I really didn't realize I probably should have grabbed maybe a little bit bigger, because this probably ain't going to do a whole lot with one tooth. I'm not looking for like rocket type speed out of something like this, but I would like to have a pretty decent top speed. Somewhere around 25-ish or something like that would be perfectly fine for me with something like this. So my plan is just to leave this one bone stock for now, and I'll do a speed run on it here with that stock pinion, which I think is 10-tooth, I'll make sure. And then I'll probably put this 11-tooth in just to see what kind of bump I get. I'm not looking for this to be any kind of speed demon, but I would like to see 25, 26, 7-ish miles an hour. And I got a feeling we're probably not going to see that with this 2S. So I don't know. There may be some power upgrades down the line, but for now, we're going to see what it does right out the box. All right, I got us out here in the driveway. It's a little bit damp out here, but I think we might be able to get the top speed right here in my driveway. I don't think this thing's going to be that fast. So let's see what we can do right here with the stock pinion on it. Now my driveway is at a little bit of an angle I've mentioned before, so I'm going to get the speed going uphill, and then we'll do it going downhill. It'll probably be like a mile an hour difference between them, I imagine, but this should be good. I think we can get the top speed right here. That was definitely wide open right there. All right, so uphill we have got 22 mile an hour. So actually that's not too bad, and that's uphill. So let me try it downhill. I'm guessing we're gonna get 23 downhill. So here we go with the downhill run. Oop, off road. Let's try that again. We probably hit 23 already, but I mean, it ain't bad as far as speed for what it is. I mean, again, I'm not looking for this thing to be an 80 mile an hour rocket. All right, that was wide open downhill, so let's see. Whoop, that ran into the ditch. All right, so our downhill run, I'm pretty sure that was wide open. Oh, we got 25 downhill, so let me try it uphill again. Let me see if I can get down there pretty slow so it don't get any speed reading here. This time, notice my driveway is pretty slick going down there to get that thing out of the ditch. I don't think it's causing it to lose traction and not get speed though. All right, that was wide open uphill. Let's see what that was. All right, so confirming the uphill speed, we had 22 on the uphill last time. Yeah, and 22, so 22 up, 25 down. I'm gonna say that's probably around 23, 24 mile an hour. I almost forgot to do a little wheelie test out here now. This asphalt is really damp. Oh yeah, wheelie's no problem. So I just wanna make sure before we put that pinion that it's not gonna cause me too much loss of low end torque. Let's do it from a still. Oh yeah, no problem wheeling out here, even with a lot of loss of traction. All right, I got her switched over to the 11-tooth pinion. It was a 10-tooth in there, so let's see if this made any kind of meaningful difference. I would say if I could gain maybe 3 mile an hour, that would be nice, but not counting on it. Let's see, I'm gonna do an uphill run. So we had 22 uphill last time. Let's see what happens. Love to see 25 uphill, but I'm not holding my breath. Here we go. All right, let's do another one just for good measure. Well, let's see what that one was. All right, moment of truth here. What do y'all think? 23. We got 1 mile an hour. Let's see what it does downhill. Let's do a downhill run. All right, downhill time. All right, that was pretty fast right there. Felt fast anyway. I'm gonna hit it going uphill too. Hell, it might have more in it uphill than that first run got. All right, so our downhill run here, 25, so no difference downhill. Let me try a uphill run again, just to make sure. We gained 1, so hopefully we'll gain 1 again on this verification run. Let's ease it on down there, and then I'll hit it going up. Yeah, I should have known that 1 tooth wasn't gonna do much. Y'all let me know in the comments how many teeth you think I can go up without causing any overheating problems here. I may just end up having to put the brushless 3S system and run it on 2S maybe. Let's hit it. All right, that was definitely wide open uphill. And that time we got 23 again. So we did gain 1 mile an hour with this 1-tooth pinion. So again, y'all let me know how many teeth you think I'd be safe to go up on this thing without overheating it. Let's see if we still got plenty of down low. Yeah, we still got plenty of down low torque. Let me go from a stop here. Although it might just be slick. Let me try that again. Yeah, I will say I think we lost a little because I could hold it and get up on that wheelie bar before. Let me try it one more time here. One more time from a stop. I don't want to go from a back roll. That's kind of cheating. Let me do it one more time from a stop here. Yeah, I think we did lose a little bit down low, so I'll have to see what it acts like back there on my track. All right, let's have us a little fun with this thing. Unfortunately, the weather had other plans. It is nasty. It's actually drizzling out here, but that didn't keep us from having some fun. You can see I put my ramp, my straight ramp back there on the back side there. Got us an onboard, so one good thing is this track is dialed. Maybe I should have left that ramp off the back just so I could see how fast I get down the back, but this is a monster truck. I mean, it ain't made for blazing speed. Oh, hopefully that knocked my camera out of whack right there. Let's try that again. My camera's on the very top there. I was gonna put it on the back window so it was tucked down a little further, but it was blocked by the top of the truck. This thing handles pretty nicely. I think I might move that ramp out the back for now, see what kind of speed I can get. I'll put it into the middle there in a second after we make a few laps to make them jumps and stuff. I just wanna see how good I can smash that throttle down the back. This thing handles pretty good so far, it seems to be high center of gravity and everything. I mean, you could really dial this thing in if you wanted to, but I mean, if you wanted to make it like a track kind of truck, you might as well get the regular Stampede. This one's made more for the look and the whole Bigfoot theme. But I mean, this thing actually handles very nicely. Nice in the air. No traction roll down there, which a lot of them get. And right now, my track is in excellent shape. It's drizzling. But I mean, it's nice and moist, so it's not loose at all. Very nice handling truck right here. Let's play with it in the middle here some, see what kind of, oh yeah, nice jumper right there. Got us a few little cars we can crush. We went right over them cars. There was no crushing those at all. Ooh, this thing flies nicely, y'all, very nicely. We crushed the car that time. Not much crushing because those cars are kind of small, but they were cheap and I thought they'd make a good little prop. I can tell I'm gonna have to put me some kind of lock washers or something on my camera mount on the top there. Doing these jumps, it knocks it out of whack pretty easy. Oh, it clears them ones with the cars, no problem. That's just a little hump for this thing. It's got a nice attitude in the air though. I'll do some fast jumps here in a minute. Let's see what it does with this kind of straight ramp. Not too bad at all, even on that one. They don't have a big kicker on it. I mean, it flies very nice off this kicker ramp right here. Super nice little truck right here. Let's send it pretty good a couple times. I mean, yeah, this thing flies nice. My camera knocked down again though. That doggone camera mount moving is driving me insane though. I've got to find me some lock washers for that thing. Ooh, it jumps very nice though. The suspension's a little bit soft to be trying any big jumps, but you can stiffen that up for sure. Let's see what we can do as far as some spinning out here. Oh yeah. Oh, flipped her over. Let's do us a few more good clean laps out here. I'm really liking this truck right here. Again, it's super smooth. Ooh, it almost traction rolled right there. I almost spoke too soon. That little jump, I've got to work on my little dirt jump right here for sure. It's not giving me much kick in the air. I notice everything I run off of this ramp, unless I take it on the edge, it kind of noses down on me. This little thing's actually got just the right amount of speed for my little track right here. Oh! So yeah, I know people talk about the cost of this thing, and it ain't cheap at all, 350 bucks, but I think it's an awesome truck. You get all the upgrades. I'm pretty sure if you get the Stampede in this same form, basically, with all this same heavy duty stuff, it's like maybe 20 bucks less because you're gonna pay a little bit of tax for this licensed Ford body for sure. So that's where a little bit of extra money's coming in. And I think for the looks, I mean, just look how that thing is. Just look at that thing. It's super nice looking going around the track. That really nice bright blue, yellow, and red theme, and those wheels, that thing looks very nice, and I'm glad I got this one for sure. All right, y'all, it's getting soggier by the minute out here, so I'm gonna call it right there for a very fun first run with this Traxxas Bigfoot 4x4. I personally think this is a very cool truck, really fun, very durable. Now, I didn't flip it like crazy out here, and it's not moving super fast to do a whole lot of damage, but I got a feeling that even if you put the 3S power in this, it would hold up. It just seems like a really beefy, solid platform. Not to mention how incredibly cool this thing looks. I personally think it does anyway. That very nice metallic blue with the red and yellow stripes, that bright stripe, and those white wheels. I mean, this thing looks very sharp going around the track out here. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Any of y'all out there have one of these new Bigfoot 4x4s? If you do, what do you think about it? Do you plan on doing any kind of upgrade as far as power? And let me know what y'all might like to see me do with this thing. I'm not sure what I'll do. As far as the pinion, you know, the more I think about a bigger pinion, it's probably not really gonna get what I'm kind of looking for. I don't really care about a whole lot more top speed. A little bit more would be nice in case I come off the track. So maybe I'll put the VLX, VXL, whatever they call it, the 3S system brushless in it. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think I ought to do. I really appreciate y'all checking out the videos and supporting the channel. I've got some very cool stuff on the way, so stay on the lookout for that, and I'll see you soon.